Shalom. Koholo Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, to the Akim doing the work in truth and sincerity, as well as a few Akwat that listen and learn. This is Brother Shawar with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. And yeah, man, I just want to get into, just this world and how it's destroying the minds of our people, man. And it's only waxing worse and worse. This world was really, under the wicked rulership of Esau Edom, pursuant to Job 9 and 24. This world is really built for us to fail. It's really built for our destruction. So even the so-called good things in this world, that things that may seem good, when you peel back the layers and you get to the core of it, it's really destructive, and it's really a negative thing, unto Jake, man. It's really, there's nothing positive that comes out of being caught up in, basically living in this world. And you can't even really call it living. This is a death style, man. We're subject to payments, and it's part of the curses, but it's just all the more reason to turn back to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man, because this place just gotta go, man. The people are mourning. Look at the culture of what the Israelites are doing, man, for the most part. The black culture, hip hop culture. It's just a destructive, wicked culture, man. And it's uplifted. And all these things that are uplifted in this world are really, they destroy you as an individual. Here it is, Esau is, basically getting more and more advanced with his technology, which we also know that is going to lead right to the MOTB, and that's already here, and it's coming very soon. But he's creating all this technology, promoting it, and, the technology is getting better, but the people are getting worse and worse. The people are operating at the lowest level they've ever operated at, man, in history. And there's so many. We can go down the list, man. We can go down the list. The way Esau has this world set up, it's horrible, man. It's horrible. It's not conducive to a positive life, to a real lifestyle. The ways of the Heavenly Father of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai are conducive to, the best and perfect lifestyle, which is why he gave, us the laws, man. He made that covenant with our forefathers because we are the chosen seed, man. And the Lord wanted us to be that great nation above all, upon the face of the earth, pursuant to Deuteronomy 7 and 6. But we fell from that. We went off as a nation, and we've been through various captivities, and here we are. The Lord is now rising up the tabernacle of David, and Yahweh Shai is coming back to deliver us. Lord's will be a part of that number, the elect, and he's going to put that righteous standard back on the earth forever, man, and make us as gods on the earth and put that law in our inward parts. But see, the ones that don't want to subscribe to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and his will, they're going to get destroyed right along with this place, because they got to go, man. Anything that has something to do with, this world and the mentality that comes with this world, gotta get left behind, gotta get destroyed into destruction. It's a cancer. This world is cancerous, man. Everything that's good is evil to them. And they'll look at you crazy for calling it out. Especially Jake, man. So let me hop into these scriptures, man. This one, I had a few scriptures written down, and we'll see where the Spirit takes it. But this is Micah 2 and 10. It reads, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction." Right? Arise ye and depart from what? This world. Meaning, not get up and leave, actually, but but separate from the ways of this world. Be not a partaker, of the wickedness, and the folly of this world, man. Because this is not our rest. This is not where we sit back and, just basically build, a family here, build our foundation, build, communities. This is not where we do that right now, man. We're in captivity. And there's a balance to it. There's not to say, you don't do things you like to do. You don't enjoy this life we have, to the best of your ability, because, the earth was made for our sakes. So really, this shit is all ours, man. And these heathen, they were made to serve us, and it's going to get back to that order once the Lord delivers us, delivers the elect. But, you balance yourself out, man. You do things you love to do, put the word, the truth of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai in the forefront of your life, and you circle everything around it in balance. But this is not the time where, we indulge in the cares of this world, man. The cares of this world, it's just folly. It's vanity. It does not matter. And this is what our people cannot see. They can't see past the things of this world, man. They can't see, they really think the American dream, quote unquote, still to this day, a lot of people still think, that's what the epitome of a successful life is. It's utter madness. Utter madness. This devil has been exposed, for basically a failed rulership over and over again. And here it is, people are still, especially Jake, the Israelites, so-called Negros, Latinos, and Native Americans, they still want to hold on to this place. You gotta let this shit go, man. You gotta depart, arise ye and depart. Because this place will destroy you, man. This is a wicked, perverse place, man. All the wickedness is uplifted. Righteousness is looked down upon. And righteousness is the right way to go, man. Righteousness should be the standard in the earth. You see the way the earth is now. The people are mourning at an all-time high because it's wickedness that's ruling the earth. So this is not it. This is not it, man. And the numbers, there's facts and numbers to show all these things. Divorce rates, suicide rates, sicknesses. It's madness. It's just madness. This place gotta go, man. We gotta mentally and spiritually depart from this place, man. Not be attached. Because if you're attached in some form or fashion, you're gonna get destroyed, man. It's that simple. A lot of these niggas out here, they're attached to this place. A lot of these women too, of our nation. They're like Job's wife. Salakia, not Job's wife, Lot's wife. Right? They're attached to this place. They don't want to let it go. But guess what? They don't want to let it go. That's fine. But they're gonna go right with it. That's all that's gonna happen, man. But our people, man, it's just sickening, man. It's sickening. We gotta get out of here. So this is this is Mark 4:19, and it reads, "And the cares of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches, and the lust of other things entering in, choke the word, and it becometh unfruitful." And this scripture is manifold because, when you're in the truth, and you basically serve two masters, you have try to have one foot in the world and one foot in the truth. That's how you become very unfruitful, man. And scriptures say that a man can't serve two masters. You're either all in or you're not. You're either all into Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai or you're not. you know, and also, you know, the people of this world, they basically they focus too much on things of the world and the cares of the world, so they're not even worried about the Most High. They're not worried about the prophecies. They're not worried about, you know, our people coming back into their glory, coming back into rulership, you know, being healed as a nation. They're not worried about the things that are actually important. They're worried about the stupid, vain cares of this world, the riches and the lust. Like, you know, it's, man, Jake is just infuriating because, you know, all the signs are there. The Lord is speaking, you know, and Jake's still going to, you know, be wicked. But everybody got a role to play in the movie, so you can't even get too mad, you know. Honestly, you really can't, because it is written, you know, there's roles in this movie that have to be played out. And as it tells us in Zechariah 13:8, that 2/3 of Israel is marked for death. So, you know, it is what it is, but, you know, it's just, this world is sickening, man. And the mentality of the people, you know, it's just at an all-time low. At an all-time low. And if you're not in the spirit of, you know, if this doesn't make you mad, if you're not vexed with, you know, basically, you know, like Lot, man, when he was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked in Sodom and Gomorrah, you know, he, you know, it vexed him to be around, you know, the people, you know, of Sodom and Gomorrah, because the mentality and the things that they were saying was so wicked and so opposite of how things are supposed to be. You know, it irked his spirit, man, because, you know, he's seeking righteousness, which should be the same thing that we feel in this time. If you don't feel that way in this time, you're not right. You know, and you probably a part of the problem, and you probably going right with this world. You know, that's why these emotional niggas in quote unquote in the truth, you know, they you know, they get emotional over certain things of the doctrine, because they can't decipher the time periods, man. They can't see that the things of this world are wrong and it's Esau's standard, and the things of the ancient world and the customs and the laws of the Lord, you know, is really, it's the right way, but it's different. It's in the ancient world. They can't decipher that because they're just engulfed in a part of this wicked world, man. They're a part of the problem. So they're not gonna see anything other than this, man. But as men, you know, seeking Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, seeking righteousness and salvation, these things should irk you, man. It should irk your spirit to, you know, to be in this world, really, with wickedness surrounding you left and right, you know, and then you being looked at crazy for trying to be righteous. But, you know, it's okay, man, because we know at the end of the day, man, we know the Lord is coming back for those that seek him in truth and sincerity, for his elect. You know, Lord's will be a part of that number. You know, and even if we're not, man, we know that the Lord is going to make things right in the kingdom, you know, when after he destroys this place anyway. You know, it's just, that's much better, you know, than just continuing to live in this wicked society, this wicked world, man. You know, in Babylon the Great and various other cities in the world that really is pretty much mirror images of Babylon the Great. Not as extreme, so to speak, but not much different either. Because Esau, you know, has got all the nations drunk off his wine, you know, those philosophies. So pretty much a lot of these other nations are following Esau, man, and all the things he does. So that wickedness is spread exceedingly throughout the whole earth. Right? So this is Ecclesiastes 7:7. It reads, "Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. meaning the mind. So oppression, this is oppression, man. This is not a lifestyle. We are, even these other nations, man, in Babylon, they're being oppressed. Not so much as Jake as a collective. You know, Jake as a collective has been oppressed the most of any nation, easily. Hence the curses. But this is oppression, man. When you think of life, you think of how the Heavenly Father made things to be, and you think of what we do now on a day-to-day, the only conclusion you can come up with is that this is oppression. Living check to check, you know, just living to pay bills, working till you get old and retire and then die. This is oppression, man. This is oppression. You know, and a wise man will notice that. A man will see it. A true man of the Lord, Yahweh Shai, can easily see that this is oppression. Because we know the Lord has we understand the Lord's will, and we understand that the Lord did not set things up to be this way whatsoever. The earth is meant to be a paradise for us, man. For our nation. And look at the earth. Look at the state of the earth right now. This is oppression, man. And scripture also says a gift destroyed the heart. Yeah, man, the things of this world, man. Esau, you know, giving out what looks like great gifts to our people that sell out. Man, all it do is leads you down a deeper, darker path of folly, of destruction and depression. How many of these celebrities come out and say they're depressed, you know, and they regret doing what they did and all that kind of stuff. So they do all that to get, you know, take that gift from Esau, take that bag from Esau to sell out and help destroy their nation. And then they're not even happy at the end of the day because it's all vanity. It's all vanity, man. Just to be a privileged slave, you gotta do this, that, and the third, jump through hula hoops, you know, bend over backwards, literally in a lot of cases, just to be a privileged slave in Esau society. Man, we are the princes of the power. We are Yasharala, man. We are born, we are high born. You know, we're meant to be the rulers and the kings of this world and the princesses, man. And look at the women of our nation. You know, harlots in the streets, man. Looked down upon amongst in the whole world. The whole world looks down upon the Israelite women because of their behavior and how they act, you know, in public and do things on social media and treat their men. Our nation is a disgrace right now, man. That's why 2/3 have to be cut out and die. But that remnant that's waking up, you know, to the fact that they're Israelites and turning back to the ways and being an Israelite, turning back to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, our power, our true power. The Lord is coming back to, you know, to save that remnant. That's the elect. The men, you know, starting with the 144,000 men who will be the new governing body in the kingdom of heaven under Yahweh Shai and King David, and the rest of the men, women, and children who are, you know, believers, you know, and supported the faith in some way, or supported the ministry, I should say, in some way. But this is oppression. Now we got to get out of here. Our people would not. Scriptures say what? Days be shortened for the elect's sake. Because, you know, if the Lord didn't shorten the days, man, no flesh would be saved. Roughly paraphrasing. You know, and man, that's as evident as ever, man. People would not, if this devil really went through with his plan, his NWO, and achieved it, and, you know, and then it played out for, you know, some decades, man, this world would be, I can't even imagine. It would be over. It would really be over, man. It wouldn't even be, it would be like like a metaverse, like a actual metaverse. Like people would just be these like mindless zombies, man. It's really what these devils want, to be honest. They want everybody to serve them. These elites. But nonetheless, man, we gotta realize these things and start, if you're newer in this thing, you gotta start internalizing these things and understand what's really going on, man. The Lord is rising up the tabernacle of David. He's rising up the rulers and the judges of the earth to come. He's rising up gods. He's rising up back our nation, the Israelites, man, to be in rulership and to put the earth back in a righteous standard, to set the earth back straight, to set it back on course, to make it a paradise, which was what it was meant to be. This is just the Lord's movie. And we had to go through this to understand the wickedness. And what happens when you don't, when you don't refrain from wickedness, this is what happens. But we're getting ready to see, the righteous side of things, man, how things are supposed to be. And it's going to be for an eternity as immortals. As it is written, 1 Corinthians 15 and 50 and around the 50th verse and down. So this is what's really happening, man. This is what it's about. Righteousness is coming back in a big way. Starting with Yahushua, King David, and the elect of the nation of Israel, man. This is what it's about. The true Hebrew Israelites, not the gutter rats in our homeland, the true Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negros, Hatians, and Native Americans, and the elect out of that nation, as well as the Israelite foreigners that are amongst the other nations, because our seed was spread amongst all nations. This is what it's about, man. This is the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. So this is, I want to get this last script and close it out, man. As I think the point is made, but I want to get this last one. This is Proverbs 22 and 7. It reads, "The rich ruleth over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender. He that soweth iniquity shall reap vanity, and the rod of his anger shall fail," man, right? So this is slavery, man. This is nothing but a different version of our captivity, a different version of slavery that we're living. And seeking the glitz and glamour of this world, it's vanity. And it's all going to come to naught. It's all going to fail. These treasures of this world are temporary. The things this devil can give you isn't half of what Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is going to give us in the kingdom. Not even close. We're going to get riches beyond belief, immortality, spiritual power over the nations, peace, true freedom. Our women are going to be in order. They're going to have spiritual power. They're going to have servants. They're going to be made perfect, immortal. So our nation is going to be, man, this devil has nothing on what the Lord has for us. That's why it's vanity, man. Matter of fact, I want to get this last precept and then I'll close it out. Yahweh Ratazah. Yeah, so this is Matthew 6, and I'll start at 20. Matthew 6 and 20. "But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also." So laying up your treasures in this world where things can be taken away from you, where this devil could cut the check, this devil could take your privileges away, this, that, and the third. Someone could, come in there, steal it from you, whatever. They can carnally do things to you. But if you lay your treasures up in heaven, to basically the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, to righteousness, seeking the kingdom, that can't be corrupted, man. That can't be taken away from you. the Lord blesses you to be a part of the elect, nobody can take away your salvation from the destruction coming. Nobody's going to be able to take away our immortality, our spiritual power, our position in the earth. You know? Nobody. And these nations are going to respect us. They're not going to have no power over us. They're not going to belittle us, man, like they do on this side. Because we have no power on this side right now because we're in captivity. But the Lord is coming to end that. These nations are going to be in subjection under us. They're going to be our slaves for 1,000 years. You know, and then we'll let them go dwell in their lands. But they got to go through it first. And they're going to respect us, man. And they're going to fear us because we're going to be immortal. We're going to be on a whole another level. It's literally Supermans. A nation of Supermans. You know, but that's what we are seeking, man. And when you put your treasures, you lay your treasures in heaven, in things of the spirit, that's what it leads to, man. That's what you need to understand. So this world, man, is vanity, you know. Of course, like I said earlier, balance yourself out, because there's things in this world, you know, that, you know, that, like I said, this world was made for our sakes. It's things that we love to do. You know, we have hobbies, we have interest, you know. Nothing wrong with that, man. You know, embrace it, man. You know, do what you love to do. But understand, man, that building in this society and putting your eggs in one basket, and which is that basket being this world, you know, that's not it, man. Because this is vanity. Put all your eggs in the basket of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You know, it's that simple, man. And the Lord will take care of the rest. Right? So with that, man, I'm going to close it out. Lord's word is edifying to the elect. We give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, Shalom, Kwam Yasharala, and Abba Babal.